In a 29-year marriage, there are always ups and downs. The ups and downs added up to everything.
Right.
And it brought them to this stage.
Right.
Because no one calls it quits just at the whim and a fancy. I won't take names, I never do. One celebrity couple came to me, both of them actors. And, I gave them advice to seek counseling. And they did go to the counselor. And they're together now. Mr. Rahman has given us these beautiful love songs. Yeah. He's brought a lot of romance in our life with his music. And then you say, oh my God, he's going through divorce. So it kind of grounds you in reality, and it also makes you think that, okay, they are also human beings. Hi, this is Advocate Vandana Shah. Watch me on DNA.
Hello everyone, this is me Simran Singh, and today we have with us India's top divorce lawyer, Vandana Shah. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining DNA. बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है आपका.
Thank you very much, Simran. Thank you for having me here and giving me a platform to speak. I'm happy to be here.
Ma'am, एक न्यूज़ ने हम सबको हिला दिया है. जितने भी हमारे म्यूजिक के चाहने वाले या फिल्म के चाहने वाले, with the news of AR Rahman and Saira Banu की जो डिवोर्स की जो खबर आई है, सबको हिला दिया उन्होंने. एंड यू आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग बोथ, बट सायरा मैम को आप रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, एंड आपने एक जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट भी इशू किया था. इट वाज अ शॉकर फॉर एवरी वन ऑफ अस. तो आप बताइए उसके बारे में, व्हाट वाज एग्जैक्टली.
तो आई हैव इशूड अ जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट एंड आई वांट टू पुट इट आउट ऑन कैमरा दैट I am speaking because my clients have authorized me to speak. This is the first time I am myself talking about my clients on camera, because otherwise I never divulge the name of my clients. But as you know, ये news ने सबको हिला दिया है, and it is a news which is groundbreaking, earth-shattering. And we decided to go with a press release because we knew कि काफ़ी speculations होंगी, काफ़ी rumors होंगे, and Mr. Rahman, of course, is an Oscar winner, is a towering personality. He's a phenomenon, and his wife also so, because she has been extremely supportive, and they have been a very good and happy family.
Right.
So, but it is true that what we have put out in the joint press release is true. And I'm speaking on their behalf.
Okay. Ma'am, 29 years is a long, time, and first of all, suddenly we heard that it's the end of a marriage. What caused that break?
I'm not authorized to speak about that.
Okay.
But, as I put out in the joint press release, that, it is obviously a period of pain for both of them. It is obviously not an easy decision. It never is. Even if you are with somebody for a couple of years, you get attached to the person, and 29 years, 3 children later, it is a very, very tough decision. And they are both in pain, and I say in the press release that it is an insurmountable gap which has come between them. And for now, I'd like to keep it at that and respect both my clients' privacy. But I wanted to come and speak with you to tell people to actually wish them well, and he has a lot of fans, he has a lot of following, he has a lot of people who love him, revere him, and they have showered the same love on Saira, and of course the children, and I wanted to come here because I thought it would be a good idea that to hear from their divorce lawyer what is going on, so that there are no rumors, there are no speculation. And one has to remember that they may be celebrities, but at the end of the day, they are both out there, human beings with a beating heart. And Mr. Rahman's tweet said that, where he talks about love. We also talk about love in our joint press release.
शादी करना जितना मुश्किल है, निभाना और मुश्किल हो जाता है, और फिर जब when to get out of that, it's another task, it's another battle to be fought. I've seen in my locality, in my friends, कि कैसे वो they were in a relationship, जिसको हम तो आगे जाके toxic भी हो जाता है, just because societal pressures and everyone, parents का दबाव होता है कि मत अलग हो जाओ, अलग होना आसान नहीं है and everything. Then इतना सब कुछ होते हैं, they decide कि it should end. तो ये जो हुई है बात, Is it कि ये 29 years बाद हुआ है, या ये कुछ कहीं ना कहीं चल रहा था और अब जाके ये इस point पे पहुंचा कि no, we finally decided to quit? What was exactly?
The thing is that in a 29-year marriage, there are always ups and downs. You know, and I'm sure the ups and downs added up to everything.
Right.
And it brought them to this stage.
Right.
Because no one calls it quits just at the whim and a fancy. There are obviously a lot of reasons involved. And, you know, life in itself is a roller coaster. And when you look at life as a married couple, living under the pressure, living under the arc lights, you know, it's hard. And I speak about celebrity marriages being quite different and quite hard because every move of yours, you know, like you and I may be sitting and talking, we may disagree about something.
Correct.
It will not become like national headlines.
Right.
You know, but if two superstars are together and they may disagree about something, it becomes national headlines. The marriage is in trouble. The marriage is breaking. You know, rumors are saying so and so is going around with so and so. So it's hard when every move of yours is scrutinized. You are living under a magnifying glass.
Right.
So I think it becomes tougher and tougher, keeping in mind that they are both very well-known figures. They are both what I would say are in their grey divorce area. You know, what I would also say in terms of, you know, they have a lot of good wishes on their side. You know, I mean, everybody has always loved them and showered them with their love. You know, they have a lot of course, Mr. Rahman has a huge fan following, you know, and I think 29 years is a lifetime. You know, and to call it quits, you know, coming back to your previous question, it is never an instant decision. It builds up over a period of time.
So जब ये न्यूज़ आई है, right from the day that has happened, अब कैसा है situation दोनों तरफ से, right from even Saira Banu ma'am and Rahman sir, how are they taking it? या how is it? उनके अभी state of mind अगर आप बता सकें, how is it?
I don't think I'm in a position to comment on that, but I would say that if this happened to my parents or it happened to my very close friends, they would be depressed, unhappy, coping, you know, realizing the enormity of the situation. It is not ever a happy decision.
जब ये news आई of Rahman sir, I guess कुछ hour बाद there's another news where, you know, her bassist जो उनके साथ मतलब उनके group में रह चुकी मोहिनी डे, she also announced separation. So you know how today we live in a day and age of social media where people are free to comment on anything and everything because they're nameless. उनका तो कोई चेहरा है नहीं, they can comment. So they are somewhere around linking or they are connecting the dots. What do you want to say about it?
It's as ridiculous as that. You know, there are two different people, there are two different lives involved. And you know, I started the interview by saying that I came on this to dispel and quell rumors and speculation. You know, that's why we took the dignified path out and we said, let's go ahead and put out this joint statement.
Now you're being a top lawyer, divorce lawyer. How do you look upon to the marriages of superstars? जैसे for example शाहरुख गौरी ले ले या हम इतने सारे जो देखते हैं, आपने बहुत देखे होंगे. Tell us about your experience. मतलब एक रिश्ते को संभालना and then when someone getting out of that relationship, how was it exactly?
So एक रिश्ते को संभालना तो I think, let us say if both are actors, you know, then they both have to manage the relationship even more carefully. You see, suppose only one is an actor and one is in another profession, it's slightly easier. But if both are actors, it is extremely difficult. You have to be careful about what you say outside. You have to be careful about what is put out in the public space. You know, I'm wearing a ring. Tomorrow, if I remove this ring, if I'm married to Shah Rukh, it will become big news.
Right.
You know, and I would have actually just probably given the ring for polishing. You know, so you have to think and you have to accept that you're living in the public eye. You know, and I think that acceptance is very important. Secondly, I think celebrity relationships are very different because there are a lot of pressures of being under the limelight. Thirdly, I hate saying this, but I'm going to put it out there, that there are a lot of people who would like to take the place of your spouse. Naturally, you know, I mean, who wouldn't want to marry, let's say, a Shah Rukh? You know, who wouldn't want to marry, let's say, Akshay Kumar or a Salman, and you know. So you have to be overly careful, and I always advise a lot of them who've come to me. I do advise counseling. I do advise communication. I do look at situations where I won't take names. I never do. But where one celebrity couple came to me, both of them actors, and I gave them advice to seek counseling, and they did go to the counselor, and they're together now.
Oh.
So it's not always that a marriage, if you come to consult a lawyer, that marriage may come to an end.
Right.
So I like that. So I think communication is the key.
Okay.
And your spouse, let's say if your spouse is not an actor, we are just talking about actors here, then perhaps you need to take out a little more time and also counsel your spouse and say, look, everything that you read is not the gospel truth.
Yeah.
And don't believe everything that you read. Talk to me, ask me, be involved with my work.
You have a celeb like sir Rahman sir हो गए या कोई भी someone and as influential as Rahman sir who announces separation, how much does this impact to the society also? कहीं ना कहीं मुझे ऐसा लगता है celebrity, the marriages and divorce do impact society.
Absolutely.
Directly or indirectly. So what do you say about it?
So I think they have two different impacts. One impact is that, oh my God, my heart is broken. I never thought this is going to happen, and Mr. Rahman has given us these beautiful love songs. He's brought a lot of romance in our life with his music, and then you say, oh my God, he's going through a divorce. So it kind of grounds you in reality, and it also makes you think that, okay, they are also human beings. They may be stars in our eyes, but they are also human beings. And secondly, I think it enforces people's love for them. People come out in support for them. Thirdly, I think in some way, people who are going through bad marriages, and maybe their icons have been people in the industry, they say, okay, if they can choose this dignified path ahead, then why can't I? I do find that also happening quite a bit, because I remember someone had come to me, and this is when Hrithik and Sussanne's divorce was going on, and she said, ma'am, I'm in a bad marriage. I don't know what has happened in their marriage, but I'm a big fan of Hrithik, and I thought that if he can do this, and then why can't I? So, I think whether we like it or we don't like it, but this also is a fallback of that.
I guess from months, even for, I guess it's been 4 or 5 months or maybe a half a year, there have been speculations and rumors of continuously about Aishwarya and Abhishek Bachchan's separation. एक में कहीं पे वो अंगूठी नहीं पहनी थी तो उसकी वजह से हो गया. कई बार they were arriving differently on different occasion, तब हो गया. How do you look upon to this? मतलब what exactly is happening?
I don't believe in rumors.
Okay.
I don't believe in rumors, because I just say that till you actually come to me and say, okay, look, this is happening in our marriage, I don't believe in rumors. I may just scan through them just out of interest because they're coming up in your feed.
Right.
But I don't believe in rumors.
Okay.
And I also, whenever they come to me and they say, this has come out and this has come out, I just say, ignore it. It's maybe easy for me to say that ignore it, but it is their personal life. But I think a lot of them learn to deal with it. You learn to ignore it. You learn not to respond to it.
Right.
And in the same way that you learn how to deal with trolls, you do learn to do that.
Right.
So I think, that's how you have to look at rumors, because rumors are a hydra-headed monster. They're not going to go away. So you learn to deal with it.
Yeah. Did they have a conversation with you regarding the same? कुछ हुआ था कभी कुछ आपकी बात?
Who's this?
Abhishek Bachchan, Aishwarya.
No comments.
Okay. One thing that has been asked about everyone, जो हर कोई पूछना चाहता है, is about the custody of the kids. क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं लोग सब बोल रहे हैं कि what now? Because everyone, there is this thing कि okay, there is a positive side and there is a negative side. There are people who are praising it. There are people who are like, okay, बच्चों का क्या होगा? So if you can, अगर पूरा नहीं, what's about the custody, and if there's any alimony or such as such?
I don't want to discuss that.
Okay.
Because I just think that is too early to discuss at this stage. And like I said, that we are going to look at it amicably. So whatever will happen amicably, and with dignity. And we won't compromise on that.
Just one last thing, ma'am. How do you look upon to what's the next step in this case? In Rahman sir and...
You'll find out.
Okay.
You'll find out. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure talking to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's it from DNA. Keep watching.